Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I am at what I call the haunted house. It's not really haunted. It's not abandoned either, but the owner doesn't live here anymore and they haven't put it on the market yet, so it's a bit neglected, you could say, but they got a pool and we maintain it regularly just so it doesn't turn into a swamp, just so it's ready for sale. So let's crack into it. Let's get this pool sorted, and yeah, we'll go from there. Let's get the pole out, and then we'll grab our net and where's the camera? There it is. I got to remember where the camera is. So we've got the pole. We're just going to grab our net and brush and vac hose, and then I'll meet you by the pool. So as you can see, it's a little overgrown. Bloody Tarzan to get through here. Let's go see what the pool looks like. Oh, I'm stuck in the tree. So as you can see, it's a little bit overgrown. But surprisingly, the pool never looks too bad. Like, look at that. Given that it's got so much trees near it, this day of the pool, it's actually pretty good. So let's get this cleaned and we'll, move on. In a lot of these fiberglass pools, you'll often see I start by brushing the water line to get any leaf matter off the walls. And then I usually come by these little ledges. I run the brush, usually along this edge as well, to kick any dirt that may be on this back into the pool. I find it just helps because these are a bit harder to vacuum, these ledges. So we just run the brush along there as well. Now that the walls have been brushed, this is when I'll get the net out and we'll start scooping it. Just get all these leaves off the top. So the top of the pool's been netted. We're gonna vacuum it now. So we got the vacuum going, attached to the pole. The hose has been primed up. Now in Australia, we do things a little bit different to how you Americans do it. We don't bring a service pump to every job. We just use the vacuum that I've attached wherever it is. The vacuum that I've attached, we normally just attach it to the skimmer box with a vac plate, and we use the pump, the filtration pump, to give us our suction. So we don't bring our own pump, we use the pump that's already on site. So I'm going to attach the vacuum hose into the skimmer with Waterco vac plate. But every time I come here, the skimmer is always chock full, and today is no different. So there's always so much leaf matter in here, it's ridiculous. Let's bring the net over and tip it into the net before we start vacuuming, because pointless otherwise. Let's get some of this out. I know some of you Americans often mention that I shouldn't put my hand in here because there'll be snakes or something like that. I mean, right at the moment, we're in the tail end of autumn, coming into winter, and this really isn't, you know, big snake territory here where I am. So it's not usually the case. Biggest thing I got to worry about is dead rats in here, because that's always fun. Just look at it. So I'm going to put the basket back in. And this is sort of how we do it in Australia. So we're going to touch our water back plate. That's going to go over the top like that. Attach the hose that I've already primed up into the middle. If I can do it one-handed. And now we're good to vacuum. So let's crack into it. We'll get this dirty bit first, and then I'll go over the whole pool a bit slower. While I'm vacuuming the pool, let's talk about what it's like being a pool guy in Australia and why I decided to become a pool guy. So I got my start in this industry just shy of a decade ago, and I had no idea that this was even a career. I was looking for work at the time, and I saw a job advertised for a pool technician. No experience needed, training on the job, all that good stuff. I was like, you know what? Why not? Let's give it a go, see what it's about, let's go. So I went, did the trial, and it actually was pretty good. Like, I kind of enjoyed it. And fast forward a couple of years, you know, I went through all the training, like all of the on-the-job training to learn the ins and outs of being a pool guy. And you know, I've got to say, it's probably one of the better jobs. I mean, what other job do you get to, one, just drive around with your music cranking, you get to a job knowing exactly what you're doing, nothing really surprises you that much, and then yeah, enjoying the peace and quiet while you vacuum a pool. You know, I do pools out in rural Australia, and it's usually pretty quiet out here. No one's at home, you hear the odd cow booing in the background. But for the most part, it's a very relaxing job. It's not a lot of stress, really. Yeah, you have your days when things go south and, you know, it doesn't quite work out how you planned, and, you know, things break, pumps break, pools are green, you know, things of that nature. But normally they're actually pretty easy to maintain, and this is one of them. So now we've finished vacuuming, and I'll show you how to remove your vacuum hose the way that I do it, which is the easiest way of doing it. So remove the vacuum from the pool, if I can, one-handed. Go to the skimmer box, wait till the hose fills up with air, remove it from the back plate. You'll hear the pump gurgle for a sec, and then you can remove and just hold it there for a sec so all the leaves don't go back into the pool. Remove the back plate, remove your skimmer basket and add it to the compost pile. Look at that, disgusting. Put the skimmer basket back in. And now we figure out what to do with that. A friggin' mountain of stuff. Splashing me myself. There we go, nice and clean. Let's just give this water a test. So today we're using just these AquaCheck test strips. No one lives at this house, so we don't really have to be too fancy here. So to do this one-handed. Grab one out, dip it in the water for a sec, bring it out, and then we compare it to the chart. So it's hard to do this one-handed, but straight off the bat, chlorine's high, pH is high. So forget the top tab for a sec, but the second, third and fourth, they're your two chlorines and your pH. They're both pretty high. pH is pretty high. Alkalinity is pretty good. Cyanuric acid's low, but we don't care about that this time of year. Let's get some pH down into the pool and we'll be good to go. So we've got our pH down in this bucket here. Just give it a mix. However you want to do this. Just use a brush or something. Just give that a mix and then we'll disperse it over the pool. That should do it. Yeah, look at all the debris in it now. It's alright, I'll go in the skimmer box. And as you can see, the pool's looking pretty good. Nice and clean, not looking like Shrek's swamp or growing its own ecosystem, but nice and blue. Let's just get through this gate one-handed. So that's this pool done. I hope you enjoyed watching me clean this pool at this abandoned house. But yeah, no, it's good. Nice little pool to do, back of the ute. Just put the tools away and yeah, it was fun to have you along, and we'll see you in the next video.